So I'm going to be showing y'all how to make a Facebook ad and not a boosted post, an actual Facebook ad. So this will be really fun because just remember with boosted posts, y'all can only do so much. For a boosted post, if you were to come to your business page, so normally y'all find it right here and you would see your business pages right there. Um, you would have the ability to basically boost any of your posts on your page. So, like, we have the ability to boost this post. And boosting posts only purpose is to engage with the audience. So that's a like, a comment, a share, more people clicking on pictures, whatever, what have you. But keep in mind that is the purpose of a boost. Now, if we go back to our homepage, you'll see right here, you actually have the option to create an ad, or you actually have your ads manager. So an ad is going to do so much more. So I'd love to show you all that. So in your ads manager, if we click in right there, and if you don't see your ads manager, there was an option a few down that said learn more, so or view more. So you could click on that and your ads manager would be underneath there. So now we're in our ads manager. So you can see we've run a lot of ads with our Keller Williams Heritage page. But we're going to do it like y'all have never run an ad before. So if y'all don't see this and you see this page, you're in the right spot. We can close the create an ad. We can see just all our ads, or you can just click create ad. Your computer might take you here if this is the first time you've ever been in the back end right here. So as y'all can see, there is a lot of things you can do. So when you come into making an ad, just keep in mind you're going to want to have kind of like a premeditated consideration of what y'all are going to want to do. Consideration of what y'all are going to want to do. So keep that in mind to really be smart about this. What do you want your people to do? Do you want them to go to your website through traffic? Do you want to increase the engagement on your posts, which would be in the essence of boosting a post as well? Do y'all want app installs? This would be if you had an app you wanted people to download. Do you want more video views? Do you want to lead generate? And I know a lot of y'all are going to go to that, so hold on before you get trigger happy. Let me explain the rest. Do you want to have messages? Do you want to increase your brand awareness? So have you been targeting a specific neighborhood? Have you been sending mail outs? Have you been door knocking? Maybe this would be a good idea if that's something that you've already been doing, and then you just add on another layer of increasing your brand awareness by showing up on their Facebook now. Do you want to reach a bunch of people? So conversion would be a little different for y'all, but more often than not, y'all will be in these two columns. Now, I'm going to go to lead generation to start, but I want y'all to keep in mind, if this is your first time ever paying Facebook, you probably want to be trying to increase engagement or increase traffic. This is because you are going to be asking for emails. You're going to be asking for information when we come to lead generation. And more often than not, if no one has ever heard of you, if they're not familiar with seeing you, it might be a little bit more difficult to get their emails through Facebook. It might become an irrelevant ad. So Facebook coins it because these people don't trust you enough yet to give you their email. So keep that in mind. This might not be your first option. Now, for those of you that have been actively using your business page, you maybe have put in a few boosted posts, or maybe you've done traffic or engagement. This might not be a bad idea. So we're going to come into here. I'll stop talking. We'll go into lead generation now because I know y'all are probably freaking out. And you're going to go ahead and name your ad. So it's completely up to you. Or I'm sorry, name your campaign. So I've seen some people create one campaign. Mr. Donald Fetzer in our team meeting was saying how he had someone help him create a campaign, and what they actually did was they created the campaign and then they put 4 ads underneath, and each ad was going to a different blog, so to see which blog would create more traffic to it. So that's never a bad idea, but it would just be based off of what y'all want to do. So if you want your campaign to be labeled Stone Oak, and then all your ads that go to Stone Oak go under that campaign. If you want the campaign to be, traffic to website. That would be it. So just keep that in mind. I'm going to keep mine as lead generation just for short, but keep in mind that would help you stay organized. So then you actually get to name it. So name your specific ad underneath the campaign. So we already created the campaign with the objective of lead generation. Now we're going to create ads underneath that one campaign. Again, staying organized. So maybe that was my lead generation objective. I'm under my lead generation campaign. And now I want this to be for the Stone Oak area. And again, this can be whatever you want. It could say mobile app. It could say website. It could say blog. It could say whatever you want. Basically, what's the purpose of this ad? And again, no one's going to see this but you. What page is it going to go on? So if you have multiple business pages, this is where it can kind of come into play. Most of y'all just have one though. Your audience. Now this is super important, guys. So if y'all have never paid Facebook before, y'all are going to create an audience for Facebook to use. So when you start creating your audience, you're going to want to pick a location. Now when you start doing your location, because right now United States isn't the best to keep on, you can see that our audience is really broad. It's because we're reaching all the way out to the United States. We need to start becoming specific. So everyone in this location, people who live in this location. So you know how on Facebook, they can actually track where you are. So you might be in Houston, Texas. So at that moment, if someone chose everyone in this location and you're in Houston, Texas with your phone and you're on Facebook, you are considered someone in this location in Houston, Texas. So keep that in mind. So maybe you do only want people who live in this location, or people who are recently in this location, or people traveling in this location. Facebook knows everything about you. Kind of creepy. So maybe we want Stone Oak Parkway, San Antonio, Texas. Maybe we want to do Stone Oak Apartments. Well, that's Arizona. Let's do Stone Oak Parkway. And then you can increase your radius. So you can see, oh, I'm zooming in. So you can see where it actually goes out to. So it's got Stone Oak with a 10-mile radius. Maybe I want to increase it a little bit farther out past 281. Maybe I want to increase it this way. Completely up to y'all again. And y'all can have multiple locations, so keep that in mind. If I chose Stone Oak and I also chose Alamo Heights. Again, two completely different areas, but just for the sake of me showing y'all that you can do two locations. And so you see now we have two circles. So really fun, I understand. Okay, so we'll just keep with Stone Oak. Age. Guys, please think about this one for a quick minute. Y'all probably won't be targeting 18-year-olds, okay? So let's change that. 65 and up is fine, but 18-year-olds are probably still living at home and don't have jobs and are not going to buy a house from you. And it's wasted eyes, frankly. When you're paying Facebook to do this stuff, you want to pay Facebook for everyone that is going to be interested. You do not want wasted eyes. So maybe you want a 26-year-old or a 27-year-old or a 28-year-old. Completely up to you. Okay, languages. Now this would be awesome if you're dual language. If you are bilingual, by all means, please put Spanish and put English in here. That is so awesome. If you were never taught Spanish or English, please do not put Spanish or English in here. Put your language that you know, please. Detailed targeting. So this is really fun. So this is where we can start adding different demographics, different behaviors to our audience. So like if I typed in home, I could actually see everything I can add. Home, if people are if that's in their interest, a home. Home, you can see home, household composition, housemate-based households. So these would be like people that live with multiple people in a house. This would be a family-based household. So just think of anything that might be valuable. You can see that you can actually start adding things like home value, like how much is their home worth that they're currently in. You can even go, you can even type in like how much they make a month. So if we start typing in 100,000, you can see demographics, financial, net worth, 100,000 to 200. So y'all can start actually adding in what people make. So that was net worth, that was home value, this is liquid assets, and this is financial income. So this one's financial income. So this fourth one would probably be a better one to choose rather than net worth, because this is what they're making each year. So keep that in mind. You can start doing different behaviors or different things like if they're searching for realtor.com. So if one of their interests is realtor.com because they're putting it all the time into their browser, you definitely want to include that. Okay, so this might be a little bit more helpful. If y'all click browse and then you start coming through here. So demographics, and let's do work. What their industry is. So you could start choosing this. So again, if you work with farmers, farming, fishing, forestry, it might not be a bad idea. And you can see when you start changing all of this up, it might start actually changing how many people you're reaching. So keep that in mind, your audience. And then you can also exclude people. So you could narrow your audience. So maybe you don't want to include a specific group of people, and that'll really start doing that'll start messing with your audience. So if we say we want to exclude people from the financial income of this and also the financial income of these guys and also financial of these guys. So let's say we only want to work with people that make $75,000 and up. You can see that did start messing with our audience. So now we're only going to reach 360,000 people of a potential reach. So keep that in mind. So you do have the option to allow Facebook to expand interests when it may increase leads at a lower cost per lead. So basically, if they're pretty sure that they can get you a lead, but they would have to expand the interest, like allow someone who maybe none of these fit them, but they would be interested in your page, they would expand the interests in order to get you that lead. I don't know about this, so click this at your own risk. And at the end of it, if you worked really hard on creating your audience, you can always save this audience and you can label it as whatever audience you want it to label. So if I had pertained this to Stone Oak, I could say Stone Oak neighbors, and you would just save. I'm not going to save right now because that might confuse people when we go on our back end of our ads manager, but keep in mind, save your audience. That way when you start recreating ads, you can just go back and use the same audience. Placements. Now this is where if I go to Facebook real fast, y'all will be able to see where the ads are coming from. So Facebook will place your ads for you. So you can see like right here, this is an ad that is being placed on the side of our page. But you can see right here, this is an ad that's being placed on our home page. So keep that in mind. You can be on the panel, the side of your control panel, or you could be on the newsfeed. Now it's completely up to you. There are some people that want to edit their own placements. Maybe they only want to appear on the side page. Again, completely up to you, however you want to do it. If you go on YouTube and Google search where's the best place to place your ads, there's going to be people that tell you all sorts of different things. Just find out what works for you. Probably y'all will want to stick with automatic placements for right now when you're first getting started, okay? And last but not least, under ad set, budget and schedule. Please be careful with this. I've seen so many people mess up for this reason right here. Do you see daily budget of $20? So they will run their ad for like a month with a daily budget of $20. Please know if you click on it, you can change it to lifetime. So if we only want to run this ad for $50 and we want it to run for a week and not a month, we could do that just like this, okay? You can also change the time. But really the biggie of this one is the lifetime budget versus the daily budget. Daily budget will cost you a lot more and you're not expecting it. And then the advanced options, Someone had mentioned that they thought that this was interesting during the team meeting, so I'm going to show you the advanced options. Basically, you can schedule the ads to go out at specific times. So run ads all the time or run ads on a schedule. So you can say, okay, who am I targeting? What time are they going to be up? What time are they going to be in bed? What time are they probably going to be on Facebook? Like me, I'm usually not on Facebook at 11 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning because you got to go to work, you got to make that money, stay on that grind. So you'd probably, if you're targeting someone like me, you probably shouldn't have it going out at 10 and 11 because I won't be on Facebook then. But I am on Facebook at 7 in the morning when I wake up or 6 in the morning when I wake up. So keep that in mind. Think about you. Think about how you wake up. And so let's say we want to target 7 in the morning. So if y'all can understand this correctly, it's 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, 12 in the morning. So keep that. I'm sorry, I went from 9 to 12. 9, 11, 10, 11. Oh my gosh, I can't count. 12. And so let's say on Monday you don't want the ad to run. And on Thursday you don't want the ad to run. So that's how you would start doing this. So let me know if this doesn't make sense for you and I will start laying it out for you. But basically this also comes in handy when you want the ad to go out multiple times in a day. So like me, I look at my Facebook usually right when I wake up, usually at lunchtime, usually right before I go to bed. So you could hit me at every single time I'm on Facebook. So keep that in mind. This can be really fun. And you would just continue after this. And this is where you would actually create your ad. So this is really fun. So this is when you would actually start creating what your ad is going to look like. If you have an Instagram account for your business page, if it's not already linked to your business page, so the selected page has no Instagram account connected, like we don't have a KW Heritage Instagram account, so your ad will use the page name and the profile picture. So if they did put it on Instagram, what they're saying is, because Facebook owns Instagram, what they're saying is I wouldn't actually have an Instagram account that someone could go click on and look through my Instagram account. It would just look like this. It would have my profile picture and my name, but if they tried clicking on this, they would be taken nowhere because I don't have an Instagram account with Keller Williams Heritage. So keep that in mind. If you do have an Instagram account, please connect it to your Facebook. You can do that by clicking add an account right there. The format, really fun. You can do a carousel of pictures. So like it'll have, I'll show you. It'll have multiple pictures. So you can see this. There's one picture, there's another picture, then there's another picture. You can have just a single picture. So it'll show up like that. So just one single, very enticing picture. You can have a video. So I know Macromotus, they'll do 15-second little teaser clips for this purpose. And they look really sweet, guys. So if you're needing to get a video for maybe a listing or something, Anna Westwig's husband, Ryan Westwig, actually heads up the Macromotus project. And if you get in contact with him, he can definitely get you a pretty cheap deal with the teaser video. That would be great to capture an audience with. Slideshow. So this is if you have multiple pictures, like a carousel if you had multiple pictures. But if you choose this one, it allows you to upload the pictures and basically create a video of the pictures, a slideshow of the pictures. I'm going to go to carousel just for convenience's sake. Okay, so the text right here is actually the text that'll come underneath the post. So if you wanted to say, let's say we're targeting Stone Oak people. So maybe you want to tell people, what type of home value they have in Stone Oak. Maybe you're trying to get listings. So you could say, how much does your Stone Oak home really sell for? Or how much could your Stone Oak home really sell for? So trying to keep people enticed. Make sure it's something that is going to grab their attention. And again, this is where we would add our images to go right here on the carousel. And then you get a little call to action. So do you see right here how it says sign up? And this is going to be important for lead generation. So keep that in mind as well, because this is going to come in handy when you choose which lead form you want them to fill out. So what like kind of questionnaire you want them to fill out. So maybe I want the call to action to be learn more. So it's going to be a button for learn more, because I'm basically going to provide them with a CMA, right? How much could your home Stone Oak home really sell for? So they're going to learn more about it. And keep in mind to add a headline for this. So your headline, I'll show you. If we just said, attention all Stone, I hate when I do that, all Stone Oak home owners. So if you see, it comes right here in the headline. So that's kind of long for this. You might want to keep it shorter. You could say, and again, you have to really think about this stuff sometimes. So maybe Stone Oak Living. That might be cute. Let's see what it looks like. So it's really nice because it'll actually show you what it looks like. So it's very cool because you can see in real time what the customer would see. So the second portion of lead generation is the lead form. So you would add a new form and you would say, okay, what do you want your headline to be? So you could say, find out today how much, maybe you want to say equity, your Stone Oak house truly possesses. Maybe you want to be more lackadaisical. Okay, I can't say possesses, dang it. Okay, Stone Oak house is worth. Let's see if that fits. Ahaha, I just need to get rid of one word, one letter, so I can have a little question mark. Let's see. Find out, we don't need today. Find out how much your Stone Oak house is worth. And you can always upload another picture, or you can just use the image from your ad. So it'll pull the image that you had already put on your ad back there. And then you could add a paragraph. You could add bullets. You could add, so enter the text that tells people about your product or service. So that's completely up to you. That's just going to be you basically saying, like if you don't want this to be here, learn more about providing your information below. If you want to say, in today's, okay, so it's going to go right in between here. So maybe you want to say, in today's competitive market, you need to be pricing your home at a reasonable, let's actually say at a, you need to be pricing your home correctly. Let's say that. Let me assist you in this process by providing a, you could say free, you could say complimentary, completely up to you, market analysis of your home. And then the questions portion is obviously the questions part. So right now they just have to fill out their email and their full name. But if you want them to fill out more things, then you could always add more questions. The privacy policy is on KW International. So if you guys just Google Keller Williams privacy policy. I don't know if I spelled that right. I guess we're about to find out. I did. Okay, right here. Just go ahead and grab that link. Sounds good? Sounds good? So basically you just have to say, because you are collecting information, so you need to make sure that you do provide them with a privacy policy. And thank you. You're all set. Whatever you want to say. all that stuff. You can add another button for someone to view your website. So this is where you could place your domain for your website, or if you have a Playster website, the domain for your Playster website, whatever you all want to do. But then you could save or finish. So you could save it for a later time, or you could finish. I'm going to exit out of mine for right now. And then after all of that, you would just confirm the ad. So right now, because we pertain to the housing, the equal housing and opportunity, you just need to certify your compliance, and y'all should all have this because y'all are realtors and y'all are part of a board. So keep that in mind. And so after you do this and you certify your compliance, you would just click confirm, and then you would have your ad start running, and you'd have so much fun. So that is all I have for you today. Please let me know if y'all have any questions by going ahead and emailing me at chandlerowen@kw.com, or y'all can always schedule a technology assistance with me at www.letsgettechy.com. That's LETSGETTECHY.com. Thanks, guys.